Has the mystery of the Baltic Sea anomaly finally been solved? Who knows how many things there are underwater that we still have not found? Now, this is in the Baltic Sea, north of Europe, and it may have finally been solved following frenzied speculation over the origins of this object, which is really mysterious. It's been accidentally found. Explorers discovered this odd-shaped thing on the ocean bed of the Baltic Sea in June of 2011, and they dubbed it the Baltic Sea Anomaly. It's about 210 feet, strangely shaped feature. It shows up on sonar, and it's 300 feet beneath the surface of the sea. Now, there are theories as to what this could be, ranging from outrageous claims, some claiming it could be part of a crashed UFO or a UFO fleet on the ocean floor. Some conspiracy theories even point that it looks like something like Star Wars Millennium Falcon with a steel gray appearance. And others have claimed it could be the remains of a sunken city lost years ago. A group of divers collected samples from this mysterious thing and gave their findings to scientists who determined that the Baltic Sea anomaly is simply a glacial deposit. I'm sorry, but the shape of this to me does not at all look like a glacial deposit, but I'll let you decide that. Research undertaken by the University of Stockholm revealed the Baltic Sea anomaly is leftovers from that process. I still don't believe this because they have found metals on this thing that are not from Earth, but that's further down. We'll see that. Now, Volker Bruckert, associate professor of geology at Stockholm University, said, "I was surprised when I researched the material. I found a great black stone that could be a volcanic rock. My hypothesis is that this structure was formed during the Ice Age many thousands of years ago, because the whole northern Baltic region is so heavily influenced by glacial thawing process. Both this feature and the rock samples are likely to have formed in connection with glacial and post-glacial processes," he says. And he goes on to say possibly these rocks were transported there by glaciers. That's a very huge rock, 300 feet across. Now, it's 26 feet tall, discovered by Swedish explorer Peter Lindberg and his OceanX team. They're marine explorers, and they found this during a dive searching for a shipwreck. And despite the findings, Mr. Buchert, OceanX, maintains that it is not a natural structure. And to me, again, I'm not an oceanographer, I'm not a geologist, but to me it does not look like a natural structure, especially when it doesn't have the material it has are not found on Earth. But anyway, Stephen Hogerborn, part of OceanX team, said their electrical equipment stopped working when they got to within 600 feet of this anomaly on the Baltic seabed. He's quoted by NDTV saying, "Anything electric out there and the satellite phone as well stopped working when we were above the object. And when we got away about 600 feet, it turned back on again. And when we go back over the object again, it stopped working." All right, so one specialist says that is just a part of what glaciers brought into the sea, but there are supposedly metals that nature can't produce found on this. They say that it contains metals nature could not produce by themselves, and it's been claimed that the revelation has sent UFO hunters into the frenzies by Sean Martin Express UK. As we said, it's 200 feet shaped feature upon the sonar showing 300 feet beneath the waves, and it was found accidentally by a team that was searching for a shipwreck and the theory in 2011, and theories as to what this could be have ranged from the outrageous, with some claiming that it could be part of a fleet of crashed UFOs on the ocean floor. Now, some theorists point to that it strikes resemblance to the Star Wars Millennium Falcon, and scanning of this, as well as samples of this, the people claim that this team claims that it could be the remains of a sunken city, perhaps thousands of years ago. And team of divers known as OceanX allegedly collected samples from this anomaly and found it to contain limonite and geothite. And according to Israeli geologist Steve Weiner, these are metals which nature could not produce itself. Limonite and geothite. So these are not natural elements, not natural materials. So if that was not strange enough, Stephen Hogerborn, part of the Ocean X team, said their electrical equipment stopped working when they got over 600 feet from this anomaly. And when they left, their equipment started working. When they went back again, it stopped again. So something very strange is going on over this anomaly. He's quoted by NDTV saying anything electronic out there, satellite phone as well, stopped working when we were above this object. Then when we got away about 600 feet, it turned back on again. When we got back over the object, it didn't work. Diver Peter Lindbergh said, "We have experienced things that I really could not imagine, and I've been the team's biggest skeptic regarding these different kinds of theories. I was kind of prepared just to find a stone or a cliff or an outcrop or a pile of mud, but it was nothing like that. So for me, it's been a missing experience, I must say." So from this, I don't know. I still think it's not natural because of the fact that it doesn't look like a natural formation, and also it does not have natural elements and materials. What do you think? What could this be? If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.